What up with y'all, man? It's Mr. Zach, and I'm back with another one. Man, I'm so tired of this mess, man, that's going on, man. Before we get to the content, man, make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe to Mr. Zach Reacts. But let's get back to it, man. It's just dumb. You know how we've been having this invasion, man, from the southern border, and we all see it. We see it. We've seen thousands and thousands of people coming and invading the border, coming across into the United States of America. But you got MSDNC, man. They out here pushing the narrative that the invasion into the U.S. cities is coming from law enforcement to terrorize communities. Really? Really?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
This is sickening. It's sickening. How in the hell is law enforcement invading communities? You know, ICE, Department of Homeland Security, you know, federal agencies. They came to do a job. The big, beautiful bill has been passed. They got billions of dollars, you know what I'm saying, to show force. Billions. And they talking about law enforcement is an invasion to U.S. cities. I don't think so, man. But look, we're going to get into this reaction, man. We're going to look at this from MSDNC, and I'm going to give you my portion of understanding. Let's get into it.
They've been trying to tell us, Republicans, that the invasion is coming from south of the border. It would seem that the invasion into American cities is coming from law enforcement deployed by this administration to terrorize communities. Am I getting that right?
No, you're absolutely right. This president has unleashed a war on our own people and our communities. It is terrorizing our communities. What you saw happening yesterday at MacArthur Park was just outrageous. You had armed troops, you had horses, heavily militarized. Now you're going to be able to go to our parks, and this is what we're going to experience. You know, these kids that are in summer camp could be traumatized. And this is what this administration wants to send a message to say, hey, look, we can do this here, and we can do this in any city across this country. And with this huge infusion of money that the Congress has just given the president, I think that you are going to see that unless the courts step in and say, hey, stop this. This is unacceptable. We have to stop this profiling, and this is unconstitutional. That's what we need a court to do.
And yet you have the governor of
Hold on. You say it's profiling. Hey, look, the place that they went to, MacArthur Park, man, it's a known area for you can get fake IDs. They selling dope over there, guns, you got gang members, all that stuff, but they keep on trying to bring up the kids. They keep trying to bring up the kids. And yeah, it's a lot of money now that ICE can use. They profiling, letting you see that, look, we out here. Trump got a mandate, and we getting the criminal element up out of here. And when I say criminal element, if you cross the border illegally, your ass is a damn criminal. Come on, man. They keep on fear mongering. We already know what he ran on. This is what it is, and this is what it's going to continue to be. You feel me? Let's keep going.
Your state aiding another governor in a red state who's going through a difficult time. And it just as a side note made me wonder, gee, how much aid did Texas send to California during the wildfire season, or would they send aid to California this year? It speaks to the corruption of some core values in this country. And Congressman, what you're talking about and what we just showed on the screen is a stark reminder and image of where we are. The fact that we have officers, ICE agents, who mask themselves up, look like they're going to fight on foreign soil, in a military war zone, when they're actually at a playground in a neighborhood. is disgusting.
That's part of their uniform. Part of their uniform have a mask too. You got an option to wear it or not. And you keep talking about a playground. MacArthur Park is more than just a playground. More than just a playground. And I would be masked up in full body armor and all that from the recent ambushes that we had. You know what I'm saying? In Texas, those 2 officers who got shot. They ain't playing out here. They ain't playing. If you come out acting a fool and you want to harm some of these agents, that's going to be your ass. So, look, what's the difference when you seeing police riding up and down the street over there? Is that grandstanding too or what? Because we see police cars every day. Ain't nobody saying nothing about their uniforms and why they riding up and down the street or even parked inside of the park. Don't nobody say nothing about it. Ain't nothing wrong with this. This is the United States Police Department. They got a few agencies. Homeland Security, you got ICE, and you got Border Patrol. So what is the problem? Ain't nobody scared. If you are an American citizen, ain't no reason for you to be scared. It's the ones that are not. You know, if you're not, then look, you got a reason to be scared. Your ass ain't supposed to be here. You understand?
Our Constitution, Congressman, I'm sure you're familiar with, does not prohibit against masking, nor does federal law forbid federal law enforcement personnel from wearing masks. Our Department of Homeland Security regulation requires immigration officers to identify themselves during an arrest, quote, as soon as it is practical and safe to do so.
Exactly. As soon as it's practical and safe to do so. If they don't feel safe, they ain't finna identify nothing. They gonna get you in the back room and then identify themselves because it's safe and it's practical. So all this old rhetoric about them covering their face, like you said in the Constitution, it ain't say that they can't do it or they ain't supposed to do it. They can do what the hell they want to. This is part of their uniform. So I would want to cover my face up too, especially if they want to dox me and get my identity and then go online and look me up and then put my family in danger. You damn right I'm going to cover my face. And then look, I'm doing my job. This is what I'm getting paid to do. I'm not going unalive you. Not doing nothing. I'm going to have me some ammunition though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, they out here trying to take shots at the federal agents. So why not be prepared?
California state law, which should govern 99.9% of the time.
There you go. Look, he ain't got his mask on. He comfortable in his skin. He doing what he gonna do.
Is more specific, requiring uniformed officers to wear a badge, nameplate, or other device which bears clearly on its face the identification number or name of the officer.
That's state law. These are federal agents. They don't have to abide by state law. So you reading what you reading, sir, don't make no difference.
You have ICE Director Todd Lyons noting, I'm sorry if people are offended by ICE agents wearing masks, but I am not going to let my officers and agents go out there and put their lives on the line.
Exactly.
We've seen so much danger presented to them, their family on the line, because people don't like what immigration enforcement is. Congressman, I would say it's not that people don't like what immigration enforcement is.
What is it?
They don't like what immigration enforcement is doing.
That's crazy. You don't like what it is, but they don't like what they doing. They are doing their damn job. It's part of their job to go and enforce the immigration laws. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're there for, to enforce the laws of immigration. Crazy. A lot of people don't like what the police do, but they doing their job. It is what it is.
And how it is treating American citizens. And
how is it treating them? How is it treating What you mean treating American citizens? Immigration enforcement are going after the illegal people, not American citizens. But if you get in the way, you gonna get treated how you get treated. You getting in the way. Get out the way and let them do their damn job.
The fact that you have to cover your face to do that job, what does that say to you, Congresswoman?
Yeah, what it say, lady?
Well, you're exactly right. I think what's happening with these agents that are masked and unidentifiable, it's making us all less safe. People
How?
do not know the difference between if somebody is legitimately there to carry out law enforcement activities or a kidnapper. We've already seen incidences where there's imposters and that's happening. It's also going to, I think, erode trust between the public and law enforcement. And look, if local law enforcement can show their face, can have an identifying badge, then they should be able to as well. And I wonder if there's something more.
It's not local though. This job, what they're doing is way more important than local officials. And then look, if these were kidnappers, quote unquote, it shows a lot of them in one area. Because I wouldn't think kidnappers that have 50 kidnappers in one spot. Come on, y'all got to keep it real. Y'all got to keep it real.
More to it. And part of that, I think, is making sure we can hold people accountable. We've seen the videos of them abusing their power and abusing
Where?
people. And we have to be able to see who they are to hold them accountable. It's
You seen them abusing people. It looked like people was abusing them. And why you got to see who they are? You got 100 of them out there. It's a captain out there. You go to the captain and ask who that was. Crazy.
wrong. And I know during the big ugly bill process, I had an amendment to require them to unmask if they were going to get this huge infusion of money. Of course, it wasn't taken up. And we also know there's legislation efforts to try to do that.
Because you ain't nobody. You ain't nobody. You just called it the big ugly bill. So you damn right they ain't finna listen to you. You gotta unmask if you want. No, we ain't gotta do nothing you say.
But it's really making us less safe, and I think this is something that this administration should recognize. Of course, all they care about is having no accountability.
This lady sound crazy as hell. This lady do sound crazy. Y'all put in the comments, man, if this lady done lost her damn mind. I don't see how she even got the job that she got. That's crazy. You got American citizens going against American citizens. Law enforcement. Elected officials going against law enforcement. It's crazy, man. Y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think, man.
Why did your Republican colleagues not support that amendment? And why do you think your Republican colleagues, or what have they said about not supporting the other legislation that's on the table by Representative Dan Goldman to require unmasking? Because to your point, local law enforcement, our men and women in blue who put their lives on the line every single day all over this country, they don't wear masks.
Because it's not required. It ain't part of their uniform. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about SWAT. I think SWAT, they probably wear a mask, or you got undercover agents. You know what I'm saying? They dressing like somebody else. But local law enforcement ain't required to wear a mask.
Well, I think part of this is they take their cues from the administration. We know that the speaker has done that. He's repeating the point of this is all about safety. This is all about our officers. And, you know, last time I checked, law enforcement was proud of the job they did, and they were out in our community. And I think this is something where I think they recognize that what is happening is not right. This is un-American. And the people who are doing this to have to wear a mask sends a message, I think, that just reinforces that this is not the right thing to do, and there needs to be accountability. Republicans are too afraid, and it's really quite fascinating. They're okay with masks now, and before we heard lectures about masks during COVID.
COVID was something different, lady. We had to wear a mask because they told us to wear it so we won't get sick. COVID is over with. And this is a part of their uniform. So, and like they say in the Constitution, they can wear a mask. They don't say that they ain't supposed to. Crazy.
So they aren't saying much other than it's a safety issue.
And it is a safety issue. It's a safety issue. We already seen what happened. We already seen what happened with them 2 ambushes in Texas. It's a safety issue. I don't understand why they don't understand that. It's a safety issue. If they feel like it's safe for them, if they feel like they feel safer to do their job, then they should be able to wear a mask. Even local police, if you feel like you in the hood and you in the deep hood somewhere and you don't want nobody to follow you home, wear a damn mask. What's wrong with that? They know you work for the police. You in the damn police car. You know what I'm saying? You there? I mean, come on, man. This is just ridiculous. They always trying to find a way to try to spin something. Look, like I said before, man, in the last video, I said, man, look, the ICE and immigration and DHS and Border Patrol, man, they are doing an excellent job, man. They are doing an excellent job. We wouldn't be going through none of this if slow and sleepy Biden and Kamala would have closed the border instead of lying and say the border is closed. We wouldn't be going through none of this stuff. So leave it, man. Look, y'all leave a comment, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Let me know what y'all feel about the situation. Do y'all feel like ICE agents and federal agents should be able to wear a mask to protect their identities and to feel safe? Or do you feel like they need to show their face and stand on business that way? Let me know how you feel. All right. But into the meantime, in between time, man, y'all protect yourself at all times. Y'all keep your head on the swivel. God bless you. God bless me, man. And God bless America. And I'm out. Mr. Zach Reacts. Peace.